We started this Fireside Chat series as we're all sort of taking care of ourselves and being safe. I learned that my fireplace gets horrible cell phone reception. So here, this is our fire for the Fireside Chat. We've got candles because I'm nowhere near my fire. We have, geographically speaking, our farthest guests ever. Noah Pelty, you are in New York somewhere, in the city maybe?
Yeah, I'm in my apartment on the Upper West Side at the moment.
Excellent. All right. And so Noah, you were in a band called Cannon Hill. Yep. And I promoted your video, and I promoted our other guest, Allie's video too. Did you see that?
Yeah,
Allie?
yeah. Thank you so much for doing that.
Sure. So you guys kick ass. You guys are a really good band. Thank you for joining us. And Allie, Jason, you were in a band. I'm looking at my notes, The Walrus and the Carpenter, and you have a solo career too. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And I also watched your video. Fantastic. And I sort of got a little Gaga vibe out of the video that I saw from you in a very good way. I guess
you would not be the first one to say that.
What's that?
My mom actually calls me Lady Gaga because Gaga's taken, but I'm.
Oh, that's
Gaga.
true. No, it's your vocal sensibilities. You know, really, I thought they captured the emotion of your song. It's a very cool video, and it's on the Guitar Tales Facebook page, and we'll probably put it elsewhere. But you guys know each other, as I understand it, from the Cape Cod music scene, which is something that's new for us here in Guitar Tales. How did you guys meet?
Allie, go ahead.
Well, we kind of just had similar circles and kind of just ended up talking more and more the more we ran into each other. He got close to my drummer of the band, and our moms know each other, so.
All right, and by the way, that's how I booked you guys, because I have some mutual friends, Noah, with your mom.
Yeah.
And we were all just out for drinks and dinner one night, and I think your mom overheard me talking about Guitar Tales, and then we just bent each other's ears for about an hour and a half, and I said, I want your son on the show. And she's like, great. So that was sort of the genesis of this. We were in a bar on the Upper West Side with some friends, and that's how it all germinated. So let me start a little bit with you, Noah. First of all, I know I'm an old fart compared to you guys. How old are you?
I'm 23.
Yeah, you're a kid. So you are a professional musician. This is your main gig, right? Yeah,
I'm an actor and a musician, so I try to make most of my money off of doing both of those things. But I actually met Allie because I was working a side hustle as a bouncer at the bar where her drummer used to do karaoke when he got super shit-faced.
Okay.
Let
me see the gun. Let's see the guns. Do you have enough guns? Let me just see. Take a look.
Oh my God! No, it's more. I was the nice bouncer. I was the one who was the smallest on the staff, and just sort of was like can we talk? And then
did you use that little high-pitched, squeaky voice like that to disarm people?
Yeah, it was pretty great. It was pretty great.
Right. So you never beat anyone up?
I did. No comment.
I guess the answer is all right. There you go. You got some good going on there. So I watched. You have a song, "Smoke Bowl." Is that what it's called? Smoke something?
Oh, Smoking Gun. Yeah.
Smoking it. I love that song.
Thank you.
And I loved your chord. It's an easy but a creative chord progression in there. Can I hear a few bars of that?
Yeah, sure. I wrote it with my lead guitar player in that band, Cannon Hill. His name's Logan Tickner, and he was just doing this thing over and over again. This sort of like, and it was just like really sort of simple and fun, just B to A to E.
Right.
We put a key change after the first verse, because it got to the point where we were playing this song over and over again at all these bars and singing the chorus in the original key over and over again started to get really taxing.
So you're doing like Cheap Trick used to do that. You have
yeah, exactly. So we went from doing this for the intro riff because it's fun, and then it became how did we do it?
Oh, you were just Pee Wee Herman for a second there.
So it went from the B-A-E to just E-D-A.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit easier to do, but it also makes you think that it's way more complicated and intricate than it actually is.
Maybe that's what I pulled from it.
Yeah, it's just that blues progression just switched around a little bit. It's really
because
fun.
I almost but didn't. I was going to learn it and then play it for you when we started the show, but I got too lazy and I was practicing law until about 10 minutes ago. So you have this band Cannon Hill. Are they all New Yorkers? Are they from other places?
No, they're Cape Cod guys. They started that band when they were like 13 years old.
Okay.
The drummer and the lead guitar player. And then they had this other bass player for a while. He got replaced by a really terrific bass player named Gabe. But I think it was summer 2016. I was up on the Cape working with a theater there. Okay. And I was working a side hustle with the bass player at the time. And he was like, you should come and play. You should come and sit in with my band during rehearsal because I know you sing and all that kind of stuff. He didn't know I played guitar at the time. And I was a terrible guitar player at the time. I had never played electric guitar.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was bad. It was all like, Bob Dylan, cowboy chord, nothing past this fret.
So your deal is you were a singer who sort of got by on guitar.
Yeah, I played guitar to further my songwriting is kind of how I thought about it. Right. It was nothing really else. So I sat in with them. Sort of. I sat and watched them rehearse, and the bass player kept doing this shit. They're like, pick up the other guitar. And Logan was not having it. He did not want me to do it. And then at some point I just did and started playing, and we played for like 4 hours. And then he was like, hey, we got a gig on Saturday. You want to play? And I was like, yeah. So ever since then, I've been the rhythm guitar player and vocalist for Cannon Hill.
So what I want to know is, at least from that song that I heard, you seem to have real rock and roll sensibilities. Is that where you are? Or is that just the song I heard?
No, I think that's a pretty fair thing to say. It's definitely a rock and roll thing. When I'm on my own, it's a lot more sort of singer songwriter, sort of folk country vibe. But that's just because anybody playing an electric guitar by themselves doing the whole power chord thing alone just kind of sucks.
Yeah, right.
So, if I just played this for 4 minutes, you get so bored. So it becomes much more fun, intricate acoustic stuff. But yeah, rock and roll is definitely the core of how my tastes began.
Well, my observation about your band is that every so often you get a band that could fill the sound space with fewer instruments than it seems one should have to do it. And you guys, you're just the traditional, rhythm, lead, bass, drum, and that's it. And then the only other thing adding to the sound is your vocals and the harmonies behind it. But you guys filled the sound a lot more than one would expect with relatively basic chord progressions and no synthesizer. And your bass player was doing real good basic root stuff, but your overall sound, in my view, was very full. I really enjoy it. I thought that was a very catchy song, which is why I posted it. So where are you guys going? What is your next step once we hopefully get a semi-release from COVID?
Well, the funny thing is our drummer is still in college, so we only gig in the summertime, and we just kind of record whenever we're all in the same place. Okay. We do have a single coming out tomorrow, actually, on iTunes and Spotify. Brand new song.
So what that means is that I'm going to correct you. I know I'm cutting you off. Scott Engel tells me to do that all the time politely. You don't have a single coming out tomorrow. You have a single coming out that came out yesterday, because today is Sunday in Pretend World.
Oh, you're right. I'm so sorry. Yeah, we're recording this on Friday, and the single is coming out. The single is coming out Saturday. It's out. Go download it. It's called Queen Street. It's on iTunes and Spotify. The band is called Cannon Hill, Canon Hill, the regular way.
Perfect. All right. So what we'll do is we will promote that on our platform too.
Oh, thanks a lot, man.
So let's do this, Allie. Before we get to you, I just want you to stand there like you're almost freeze frame right now. I'm gonna. There you go. So I'm gonna kill our mics in a second. Would you like play something?
Sure. Oh wait, are you talking to me or Allie?
All right. Let me kill Allie's. I'm gonna mute you, Allie. I can't mute me quite yet. And if I'm catching you off guard right now, we can interview Allie for a while.
No, not at all.
Okay, so tell us what it is, and what we figured. The reason why I muted Allie and I'm about to mute myself, you guys figured out. I didn't figure out that some of the problems we had with our sound. We should actually insult Allie right now, where she can't defend herself because she's muted. So you can say anything bad you want about her. And,
oh my God!
Yeah.
Sunglasses inside.
There you go. So what you guys figured out for me is that some of the sound problems we've had was because what we should do with multiple guests is mute anyone who's not making sound, and then Zoom seems to be able to do a much better job. So what I'm going to do is mute myself now, and then I will unmute both Allie and myself as soon as you're done. So here we go.
All right. This is the song that we're releasing on Saturday, so it will already have been released. But here's a fun acoustic version of the song. That's not gonna work. Come on, dude, stay in tune. Where's my tuner?
Here, I'm going to entertain the crowd.
That works. I'm good. I'm all set. I'm good.
Oh, okay, that was fast. I couldn't perform my extra ear. Hang on, let me mute myself.
All right, this song's called Queen Street. I haven't seen you in 2 years. Frankly, I'm intimidated. You walk the cobblestones like you were made of air. Never seen that before. Taking sips off your dampened cigarette. It's the furthest I will go since I haven't kissed you yet. I know it's wrong, but I can't think of nothing else. But I'll listen to you ramble to the sound of distant church bells ringing. I didn't think I'd feel this way, but now I'm thinking of you every day, and how I'd give it all just to whisper something sweet over Southern cuts and coffee on Queen Street. Well, Sunday morning came and went. The cars flew by me as I drove back home again. Cotton fields, past run-down paper mills, blue eyes and gray skies all along the highway, saying, I didn't think I'd feel this way, but now I'm thinking of you every day, and how I'd give it all just to whisper something sweet over Southern cuts and coffee on Queen Street. But now you're way out in Chicago, waiting tables in some fancy restaurant where I bet I'll rarely cross your mind. Would you smile if you heard my name? 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 I didn't think I'd feel this way, now I'm thinking of you every day, and how I'd give it all just to whisper something sweet over Southern cuts and coffee over Southern cuts and coffee on Queen Street.
That was absolutely fantastic. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God, that's a great song. I mean, that
Thanks,
really is well performed too. But more importantly, I think the composition, the lyrics. That's someday someone's going to write a whole movie about that song. Like that could be.
Man, it was yeah.
We'll write a screenplay called Queen Street, and someone's going to write a whole movie about it. You're going to be really difficult. On the creative end, you're going to want all these rewrites of the script. People aren't going to want to work with you.
Man, that's the goal, is just to be hard as hell to work with.
Yeah, they're going to say, like, you're just a difficult genius. So we've all mapped it out for you. But no, seriously, that's a great song. And again, a really nice performance.
Thank you.
So, Allie, let's switch to you. Am I allowed to ask you how old you are?
Yeah.
All right, cool. How young are you compared to the rest of us?
I'm 25.
All right, good. You're older. Good. So you've been
old bag.
That's right. That's right. Just turn it in now. You're too old.
I feel like I'm retired.
How long have you been playing guitar?
Since first grade.
Okay, so you're a lifelong guitar player, really. Yeah. So were you?
I should be better than I am, but. Yeah.
I already heard you noodling around when we were warming up, and I could tell you're a good guitar player.
I feel that on a spiritual level.
But I think that the two of you, one of the things I'm getting in common from you guys is that there's not guitar bravado going on. I think you guys are both creative people. That's the vibe I got pre-show and during our show. So you're both creative people and hiring good pieces. And then the performance is, of course, important. But am I right about that with you, Allie? Or do you have guitar sort of bravado-ish pride? Like, where are you with that?
I mean, for even in the band I'm in, for a while I did not play guitar because I just didn't consider myself a guitar player. Really, I know I've been playing for a while, but I finally started to add it in. So I'm kind of like, it's close. It's close of like the guitar playing and the singing.
I got a sense, again, just from your noodling around, that you had a really good feel for rhythm. You know, that I think a lot of guitar players can't do, is that, like, you know, the muting part of it, you know, a lot of guitar, you were doing stuff, even when I saw you noodling with your left hand, you know, whatever you were doing, you were muting in between to get good rhythm in there. So I'm not as good as you guys, because if you guys aren't that good, I'm 1,000 times worse, but like that kind of stuff, you were doing really nicely. So you've been playing since first grade, and then when did you start performing and getting in bands, things like that?
My first band was when I was in 9th grade.
Oh, really? All right, so that's good, like nice and young. And then what was the style of music? Was it rock, blues, something different?
It was a lot of rock and roll.
Okay.
Which I enjoy.
Right. Yeah, and we're right now, like, so I gave the Lady Gaga reference, and she does everything. But where are you now in terms of, do you consider yourself sort of rock and roll? Do you consider yourself a little bit of everything?
I've been called a chameleon.
Okay.
Because I kind of just do whatever. With me, when it's just me and my guitar, it's more like, I guess you put the category singer-songwriter or something. I'm bad with genres, I will admit it.
Right.
Sometimes I don't know what to put things into. But with the new stuff I've been doing, not on guitar, it's indie pop, and it came out of nowhere. So it's just...
All right, so indie pop is a good word. All right. And who are your influences?
Who are my influences? That's a hard question. I mean, growing up when I was younger and when I was teaching myself how to sing, I focused heavily on Miley Cyrus, which, like, you know,
well, you're a kid
of the time. Yeah.
So,
but then it turned into like Janis Joplin.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you don't say Janis Joplin, you're wrong, because like I might hear you play.
Well, that's how Noah sold you to me. I have a text from you. where you drew that comparison. I was like, oh, I'm so in. So that's part of your influence too. So Miley Cyrus story, up near you, one of my best friends in the world runs one of the casinos in Connecticut in Mystic, near Mystic. Which one is it? I forget. But so Miley was then Hannah Montana. Took my ex-wife and I took my daughter and one of her friends there. Didn't tell them till we got there. And then we got to see a rehearsal and she wasn't there. And I've never admitted this, but we told our daughter that she's got to see Miley Cyrus really close up in a rehearsal when it wasn't even her at the rehearsal. And we ran with that until now, if she ever decides to watch this show.
Oh no.
Yeah, but so that's my Miley Cyrus story. And then who else? So you got Miley Cyrus, who's extraordinarily talented.
Oh yeah.
Janis Joplin. Who else you have?
It's hard to say what my influences are because I'm kind of a sponge. When I was teaching myself how to sing, I would sing to anything. A lot of male vocals, actually, which I think why I can go lower than I probably should.
Yeah, you seem like you have a low voice, or you can have a low voice, right?
Yeah, I'm an alto.
And then, so in the world of rock, do you have any rock bands you emulate like that? Cummings from the Guess Who. He's got that nice gravelly kind of male Janis Joplin voice.
Yeah, I definitely for bands that I definitely love, Grateful Dead, the Beatles, but I actually also Queen because I did this show last summer where I played Freddie Mercury.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, it was so fun.
That would be so. What does he have? A 12-octave range? I'm sorry, I interrupted you. Noah, what you're saying?
I just said it was really good.
I bet it was.
Wait, did you go see it, Noah?
Yeah, of course. You and John did it. I had to go see it.
So I was in a haze the entire time. It was so chaotic. My hair was huge. Like, you saw it.
So were you playing Freddie Mercury in a play or like a tribute bandish kind of thing? Or what was the context?
It was a tribute kind of show. It was called We Are the Champions, a musical tribute to Queen. And there was me and two other Freddies. And we kind of just did our own versions vocally.
And he's got to be pretty tough to do, depending upon the song. What is it, a 12-octave range or something crazy like that? Can you have a 12-octave range?
He's impressive.
Yeah. Right. And you
I
don't
was a
have the
little
overbite.
intimidated, but I used to have an overbite.
Oh, you did? But that's what gave him his
did.
range, right? At least the movie told us that the movie with 800,000 inaccuracies in it. That was probably my thing. I did not like that movie.
I loved the movie, but then my drummer, John Connolly, he was like, do you know, let me tell you what actually happened. And he would like take these scenes and be like, and this is what actually happened.
Yeah, as soon as I researched it, the whole movie pissed me off because it created drama points that weren't necessary. So I did
That's
not
the
like
point.
it.
They need the drama to like draw people in,
Yeah. So let me. I'm liking your. I hate to say it, but I like your guitar much more than Noah's. Let's see your guitar. Can you hold it up with the camera a little more?
Me or no?
Sorry, Noah. It's kind of a boring guitar, yeah. Okay. What make is yours? I can't see. Show us the headset.
Luna.
Oh, that's right. You told me that. That's a beautiful. All right. No, I'm sorry. What kind of guitar do you have there? You look like you're about to cry.
I am thoroughly insulted.
What do you have there? It's probably like a Martin. Is it?
This is an original 1964 Epiphone Texan.
Oh, then I stand corrected. I am so wrong.
It
All
is.
right. So,
Mine's just
Allie,
pretty.
Your guitar sucks. No one wins.
It doesn't suck. It's just pretty. It's got the moon phases on the frets, and it's got this nice little butterfly inlay thing going on there.
Yeah, Noah wins. Once you have a guitar that's as old as I am, Noah wins. Sorry about that. But no, really, your guitar is beautiful though, and from what I heard from it, it sounds like it has nice tone. So you've got your band, The Walrus and the Carpenter. I understand we talked before the show. That's a literary reference to Lewis Carroll, right?
Yes.
Is it from Through the Looking Glass? Is that what it's from, or Alice in Wonderland?
Surprisingly enough, I don't really read, but I am obsessed with the cartoon movie.
Oh, that's fun. Well, I'm not a reader myself, so it's fun. Not that And then you also have a big solo career going on. So, so before we get into you, if you'd like to give us a performance, I'd love to hear one. What are your future plans, yourself and with the band?
Well, with the band, I can't wait to just get playing with them again because I'm going insane sitting in here and not playing gigs. I just gotta say that. But in the meantime, I've been focusing a lot on my solo career. I released an album called Recovery Level 1. I think it was a couple weeks ago. It's on SoundCloud.
So let's say that slowly, because I don't have graphics. This show is, there's no production in this show. We're just throwing it on. So it's Recovery what?
Level 1.
Recovery Level 1. So if somebody Googles Recovery Level 1, the number 1 or the word 1?
The number.
Okay, so Recovery Level 1, they'll be able to find your stuff, right?
Hopefully. It's mainly on SoundCloud at the moment. I'm gonna try and spread it out to the other platforms.
All right. And then what we're gonna do is once we air, we'll give some hyperlinks to your shows, and we'll share a little bit of that. So if you have a song you'd like to perform, and by the way, I'm shutting Noah down now. So if you want to say something bad to Noah, you have an opportunity. You can't.
Bye, Noah.
So
regular glasses inside.
Yeah, he's wearing glasses inside. So what's the big deal?
Yeah, what's the big deal? Mine are just cooler.
All right, I'm going to shut myself off to give you the best possible sound, and then I'll come back once you're done.
Sounds good. All right. I'm going to do a little, so also on my SoundCloud, but I did release an EP back when I was 19 years old called Wonderland, and it has 4 songs on it, and this is one of them on there, so you can find it on any digital streaming platform, whatever, or on my SoundCloud at the bottom of the page. So, yeah, I guess I'll just do it. Looking up at the sky, waves like the ocean. It's only when I look through what we're doing. 'Cause everything there is coming, it seems that you dancing me and soul, spinning round. Stars inside out, dancing around and touching myself, and I'm not afraid now. Come a little closer, running with your beating eyes, and it's all over. Everyone's got to be fine. Being rock in the middle of the night, directional and inside. This night, Wonderland. Take a trip with me to places you never see. The secrets of the bay. Oh, do anything to. 'Cause everything there is coming, it seems to that you dancing me so, spinning round. Stars inside out, dancing around, you're touching myself, and I'm not afraid now. I'm a little closer, running with your beating eyes, so it's well over. Everything's got to be fine. Being rock in the middle of the night, directional and inside. This night. Come on, closer, running with the beating eyes, so it's well over. Everything's got to be fine. Being rock in the middle of the night, directional and inside. Yes, I wonder that. Wonderland.
Sorry, it took me too long to unmute. That was fit. Wait, hold on. Let me get Noah back on. Wait,
Noah.
unmute. There we go. Noah, there we go. You're back on. That was fantastic. Now I can say it. That was fantastic.
Thank you.
Really great song, and yeah, really good rhythm playing there. I like that riff. A very cool riff. Great vocals. That's a really great, catchy tune. Thank you for performing it for us. So we're really thrilled that you guys came on Guitar Tales. We'd love to have you in the studio sometime because our regular show, unlike this, is a 3 HD camera shoot. There's like 10 people in the studio. We've got literally a producer. We have someone doing sound, 3 live camera people. So it'll be really nice. So I know you're all the way up in Cape Cod. That might be a bit of a challenge, but at some point when life gets normal, we'd love you to come down. And Noah, you're a little closer. So you're in New York, so you have no excuse. I'm going to make you come down.
Please, I'll load my
Allie will ask you to come down. Noah will make you.
No, I'll travel. Once this is all over, I am itching to go as far as possible.
I bet, yeah. All right, and maybe you guys will come on as a team again. You guys were nice together. You're both really talented, and we're thrilled we had you guys on. So let's give you each one last chance to just tell us where to find your stuff. Noah, you go first. Where do we find your stuff?
You can find Cannon Hill's music on Spotify, iTunes, pretty much anywhere that you can find your music, you'll find us. Again, that's Cannon Hill, 1 N in Cannon, and Hill, Hill.
Perfect. And then Allie?
So, Walrus and the Carpenter, we have videos and we have a Facebook page, mainly on there. For me personally, you could find the EP Wonderland on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, blah, 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 blah. I have a website, alliejason.wixsite/alliejason.
Jason, Jason, regular spelling.
Jason.
Perfect. Just making sure people get it.
SoundCloud, you could find my new album, Recovery, Level 1. And on YouTube, if you search my name, Allie Jason, I have music videos, which you shared one of them. So if you see that one, you'll find the other ones.
Perfect. All right. And of course, come to Guitar Tales because we have both their videos listed, and you can find other stuff from there. And on Sunday, when we drop the show, we'll try to include some other information in there. And we want to thank both of you for joining us and all of our friends here on Guitar Tales. We have more great guests coming on. We still have another show in the can from the studio, Kenny Dubman, that will be released relatively soon. So thank you, everyone. And as we always say, these days with our Fireside Chats, everyone stay safe. Things will get back to normal soon. Be well, everyone. And this is Dave Cohen from Guitar Tales.